Canada get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters, who are ready now to perform. We're up and running then.
They don't come much harder, Peter, than Giuseppe Bergomi, and I can tell you that from personal experience.
Traditional Italian.
Even his handshake is hard, but a level setter when it comes to discipline and organisation, not to mention his leadership qualities.
Don't argue with him.
Aim forwards. Not the most accurate pass. Now it's Hazard. Hazard was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Maicon has a look up and delivers. And that should get the job done. And it's Maicon. And this is Hullet. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Cruyff. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Bergomi deals with that comfortably.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Bellingham. Oh, we expected better, and so did he.
Well, both teams are proceeding with caution, but there's plenty of time to wait for some attacking purpose.
Great vision. Ibrahimovic! That has been knocked clear. And this is Ibrahimovic. It's Ibrahimovic! He's scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Canada have taken the lead.
Well, I think the next 5 to 10 minutes will call for real focus, as the opposition will inevitably react.
Hullet. Bellingham. And that's been intercepted. And it's Cruyff. Now it's Hazard. That's good play. And the finish! Oh, the ball's run loose here.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Canada are looking to go forward now. And there's his chance to lead the counter. A mixture of good defending and indecisive passing. No progress. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Oh, what a ball! And he's there to belt it away. And smartly reclaimed. Rummenigge is herring after that one. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Now it's Seedorf. Very nicely done. And here's Hazard.
Canada can certainly afford to see this half out now and reset during the break.
Bale. Rummenigge. And it's Cruyff. Rafael Varane. Ball is over the line. And it's Vieira. Bellingham. Now there he's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. Just gorgeous, the most glorious, delicious of touches, followed up with an unerring finish.
Yeah, the touch before the finish is so often the critical part, and we've just seen an example.
2 minutes has been indicated.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, that's a real psychological weight off the shoulders, I think. It's a very different game now at 2 up.
Played back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
And it's half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
Canada looking good, feeling good. It is 2-0 at the break. And hostilities have resumed at the start of the second half. Seedorf gets a foot in and wins the ball. Now it's Cruyff. Rummenigge. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Rummenigge. Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Now it's Hazard. And it's Cruyff. And he cuts out the supply. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he? Well, that might be the first time they've gone long, Peter. They've clearly been told to try something different.
Good ball, good take. Maicon just loves to go forward whenever he can. Nice physical challenge. Ibrahimovic has got himself a free kick. Bellingham. Rummenigge under intense pressure.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Now it's Hullet. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
No, again there's no way through. Maicon. Vieira can see things others simply cannot. And it's Bellingham. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Oh, that is superb, a dangerous moment, perfectly dealt with.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
And a chance! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. And with that, it is pretty much a done deal. The movement so precise. The finish, sumptuous.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
And he's done it again. He's got his second. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his... noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. So it's away we go then. Well, here he is, the epitome of athleticism and speed. That is Gareth Bale.
Yeah, simply one of the best left-sided attackers of his generation, Peter, with all the tools.
And the shot! There it is!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Rummenigge really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on, and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Pull it. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's cut it out. Bale will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now, can they get him away? Distributed tidily. In towards the back. Terrific! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Challenge just a bit on the firm side. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Ibrahimovic! It's hit the upright. It's a pretty loose pass. Looking for the run. Bale. Bale going face-to-face with his great rival. Looking to play him in. An uncompromising challenge. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Canada leading here thanks to that early goal. And the score is 1-0. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. That pass has been well intercepted. Strokes it back.
They're really getting no time to think on the ball here.
Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And it's Bellingham. Great chance! Messi. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it into space. Space for him to turn and look. And he's managed to get free. Shoots! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. Vieira. And it's Bale. Vieira. Seedorf. Looking for options for movement. Maicon. Vieira. And now the breakaway. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Pinches it off him. Oh, there's a probing ball.
Ibrahimovic really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. And that's very disappointing, it has to be said. Suarez proving a very adept defender. It was a good tackle too.
Well, it's not a surprise to see that these days, all part of a forward's duties.
And he's intervened well there. Rummenigge, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. Suarez receives it in a good position here. Well, that is one way to stop him. Well, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Bale. Vieira. And here's Hullet. Great ball, and he shoots! Well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Added time.
So that's 2 now without reply.
Well, it's a great time for them to keep the momentum going. I don't see any need to...
The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Well, I don't think most of us were expecting a second, Peter. It's become pretty much the ideal half.
That certainly seems to be the case.
And that ought to encourage an even more ambitious approach in this second half, Peter, with control already established.
This is a lost
Canada looking composed, content, comfortable, leading 2-0 at half-time.
His way to the information centre.
So off we go again. It's a throw-in. Ferdinand. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Oh, important interception. Rummenigge might just make this. Desai calmly anticipates. Hullet. And it's Seedorf. And this is Messi. And the ball's come loose here. That's a lovely, neat pass. Ibrahimovic. Hullet looking for the chance to skim one in from range. Ferdinand did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Nicely weighted ball. Vieira is being harried and hassled.
Yeah, and if they're going to try and stop him in this fashion, Peter, they're going to...
Oh, has another go! This time, surely! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! And with that, it is pretty much and that's it. Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And that gets things running. Jim, who do you pick out as the telling individual today?
Well, it's hard to ignore Bellingham, Peter, because he's been compared to so many past England greats. His versatility, the unpredictability, those late runs from deep that make him a great threat. Will he reach those heights? He certainly has all the potential.
Yeah, he would be the obvious choice, wouldn't he? He certainly has all the right qualities. That's headed upfield, bumps him off it and wins back the ball.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
It's a pretty loose pass. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
That's been cut out, well played. Canada have it back and can go again. Looking for options for movement. That's beautifully weighted. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Desai calmly anticipates.
Well, caution is dominating proceedings. This isn't meeting expectations.
Vieira. Cruyff. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, that is a nice... Bellingham! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he was there to get a vital touch.
Bellingham clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. It's their second corner of the game, and it's been taken short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Quality ball. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Rummenigge. He's having a shot! He's scored! It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly.
Yeah, they were made to pay for not moving the ball smartly enough through a very strong pressing wave.
Canada have fired themselves in front.
Well, I guess this ought to make things interesting, Peter. No doubt the opposition will now be forced to play a more open and riskier game.
Canada currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Out of play for a throw. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Always goal side. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. It's an inviting looking ball, that. Bellingham conjures time and space where few can. Well, the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point, and the score is 1-0. Cruyff. Some good work on the right flank here. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Quality ball.
It looks very much like they'd be happy to settle for this narrow lead at the break.
Keeper's got good distance on that. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Hullet has found the net here, of course. Bellingham. Bale.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Oh, great leap! Well, that is clearly not the outcome he wanted.
Well, that's a move which shouldn't be allowed to repeat. A dribble, cross and attempt, all too easy.
Lovely ball and a real chance now. Ah, looks a smashing ball. Canada have got it. And he shoots! And again! Oh, it's hit the post!
I think that's great defending. He just made sure he was in the right place to block it. I bet you the keeper's very relieved.
And this is Bale. Lovely feet. Well, now here's a good battle. He leaps for it! And that brings the first half to a close. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking. So, your views on the first half?
I think the scoreline probably is a fair reflection of the first half. If there is perhaps one criticism I can make, it would be the wastefulness in front of goal. You really ought to be putting those chances away. They have to make up for that.
Canada leading via the game's only goal, 1-0 at... It's gone in! He's put through his own net!
I don't think he knew too much about it, Peter. It comes off him awkwardly.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Listen, sometimes you need that little bit of luck in games like these.
Vieira. This is a promising build-up. That's good running with the ball. And here's Hullet. Flash. Terrific effort! Yes! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Canada are such an adept counter-attacking team.
Oh, good climb! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough.
I think it's a very fair effort, Peter, considering he didn't have much in the way of space to play with.
He's had it taken off him. Nesta. Rummenigge is herring after that one. Bellingham. Some resolute defending there. Bellingham scooting forward. He's going all the way! Oh, that's fabulous. And that's a good intervention. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, truly brave defending.
That is superb defensive work. The one man who had...
And the shot! And how did he not make it four?
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Desai
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
And this is Ronaldo. Bellingham. And here's the chance to counter. Araujo. Now Saliba. Thuram. Bale chasing after it. And he was quick to react. Bellingham. And it's Vieira. Looking to play him in. And he's in. Oh, shooting chance! Oh, it's fallen kindly here. And oh, he's got that completely wrong.
Changement pour l'Olympique de Marseille. Le numéro
So we have
7,
movement on both benches.
Cristiano Ronaldo. Bale, le numéro 14, le numéro 5. À leur place, le numéro 11, Ibrahimovic, le numéro 99. Luis Suarez, le numéro 10. Messi,
Canada perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Totti,
And it's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, that's a key interception. Now it's Tevez.
Adriano clearly held on to it far too long there. Did he do enough to find someone? He looked as if he had his mind set on trying to do everything his way.
Bale. Bale drives forward on the overlap. Good ball, good take. Oh, what a mistake. And the finish! Oh, good finish. Just cruising. They are cruising. Well, was he ever going to miss that? Of course he wasn't.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. Finishing it off was quite simple after that.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Canada are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that. No, that's been intercepted. And that is out of play. And it's Vieira. Incoming towering header! Well, now it's a race for the ball. And again! And that's a sharp finish! And this is getting ridiculous! Borderline crazy!
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
It's an inviting-looking ball, that. Pepe, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Passes short and sharp. Nedved. Now it's
Il y
Messi.
aura 4 minutes de temps additionnel.
Tevez going forward. And that's a good chance! Oh, denied at the last.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
He's had a shot! And that's a tiny finish. And that takes him up to double figures, the first significant goal-scoring landmark.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
And that is it, the referee has seen enough. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours, it has ended in an easy win. Van Nistelrooy claiming the Man of the Match award, and there is very little room for argument. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Canada definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.
And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good evening. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself.
And we're underway.
With so many teams now playing just one up front, Jim, he shapes to shoot! That was superb goalkeeping!
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack.
A header!
Harmlessly behind.
And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
And here's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic! It's in!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible. Well, I don't want to be overly harsh on the defensive side of things here, Peter, but the build-up was so slick and executed with such quality, it made life just that bit too difficult for them.
So, a breakthrough already. Rummenigge. Might be done. It's Ibrahimovic! Goal! They have heard the starter's pistol and come racing out of the blocks. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart. And it's
Ibrahimovic! Oh, he's done it!
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
And it's Vieira. And here's Bellingham.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Now it's Mbappe. Vieira kept his eye on it, and he's there. Ibrahimovic is onto it in a flash.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Now it's Hullet. And here's Ibrahimovic. And he's being shifted off it. Good running, strong and purposeful. Hullet. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Sorlot. Oh, that's a clever-looking ball. Oh, well cut out, no margin for error there at all. That's put pay to the danger. And here's Mbappe. Shot, surely! He's got a goal! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
So could they be onto something here?
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Zanetti. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. And he's there to get it away. Well, they've got it again.
This is the time you need that pace.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. So, what can they make of this? That is a great pick out. That's the keeper's ball. Gerrard. Oh, nicely intercepted. Desai. And it's Ibrahimovic. Now it's Sorlot. De Bruyne. Always. And De Bruyne! Oh, no shortage of confidence there.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Bellingham. Canada looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Now it's Mbappe. No, that's been intercepted. Oh, can he get onto this? And the counter is on. Now it's Mbappe. Pepe cuts out the pass. Bellingham, the magician-in-chief, his feet twinkling. And this is Hullet. Can he finish? And he has kept it out somehow.
Hullet really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Corner number 2 then. And he's there to clear it. And now a sudden chance to counter. Played into space. Desai.
Foram indicados 2 minutos de compensação.
Some really good ball movement. Gerrard. Great defending, strong and determined. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, that's clever. And that was very necessary. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half.
Canada are 2 up, and on the balance of things, I would say deservedly so. They had a very coherent game plan, and if they are allowed to continue in the same vein, I can only see the margin getting bigger.
Oh, we've been blessed with a goal-laden first half. 3-1 is the half-time score.
Substituição para Portugal. Número 11. Número 25.
So we're on the way for the second half.
Número 21. Número 7.
Out towards the flank.
Uma substituição.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Has to go back here. There's the shot! And he thumps it clear. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Pepe gets across to intercept that. Canada come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
I'll be fascinated to see how the change now affects their overall strategy.
It is a corner, good chance. So, third corner of the game. Cannavaro getting this one clear. Portugal have the chance to go the other way. That's good vision. Adriano has the space to scheme. Zanetti. And this is Van. He's having a shot! Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Yeah, typically for him, that was the furthest thing from easy, but it still didn't stop him having a go.
Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Canada are able now to make their substitution. It's been on the cards for a few moments now.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Cannavaro. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Oh, that is a good, real chance! That's going to go a long way. Desai. Adriano. Hullet, renowned for his long-range shooting. And here's Ibrahimovic. Oh, important interception. Canada perhaps contemplating their next change here. Zanetti. Now Tonali. And it's Edmilson. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Bale. Ronaldo might just make this. It's a pretty loose pass. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. De Bruyne. Oh, the ball's gone astray. And it's Edmilson, just eases him off the ball. Hullet. And this is Ronaldo. Maicon. Nicely weighted ball. And he plays one through. He is through here. Takes a shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple. That's well played. He knew he had to mop that up.
Not the most accurate pass. Just about up to 75 minutes. Tonali. And this is De Bruyne. Ambitious ball here. Canada do have a chance to counter here. Vieira. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Well, they can break here. Now it's Tonali. Nice looking ball. And the through ball. Great challenge, time to perfection.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Gattuso. Bale is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. And this is Ibrahimovic. Gerrard. Chance here to counter. This looks promising. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. 5 minutes left on the clock. Nicely aimed pass. And it's Hullet. Tonali. Can he spark a counter here? Hullet. Gattuso tries to play it through. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Gattuso wins the duel this time. And we're done. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Colours vivid and vibrant, songs loud and proud. The tone for this game is well and truly set. So it's away we go then.
Patrick Vieira is a man of many qualities. The leadership has to be top of the pile.
He's not just a destroyer, is he? He is the enforcer.
True, there's so much more to his game, quite comfortable.
And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And now they can spring out of defence. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. Vieira. Ibrahimovic. It's Hullet. That has been cut short. Vieira tries to clear.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Vieira. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Van Dijk gets it away. Seedorf. So, Jim, what has caught your eye in these early exchanges?
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Rummenigge. Hullet was only too happy to help out in defence.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
Rummenigge! And he's done it! A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, I'd remind those players, Peter, that concentration will be key for a while now, as you don't want to hand the momentum straight back to your opposition.
Looking to play him in. Goes for a shot! And that's a good finish. They are purring, truly purring. That is so good, such sharp skills and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
Canada are now luxuriating in a two-goal lead.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
And here's the chance to counter. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Ibrahimovic. And he's worked it through. And the shot! Goal! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. Just one in it now.
Well, what a difference a goal makes. Now all of a sudden it seems the belief is back.
And this is Hullet. Van Dijk did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And it's Vieira. Ibrahimovic, very much a man of this moment. He's got plenty of space out wide here. Gullit has it in a wide position. Vieira. Pass it, shapes to shoot! Hazard with the clearance. And it's Bale. Desai looks to the other side. Maicon can so cleverly bypass the press. Gullit was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Rafael Varane. Ibrahimovic. Seedorf has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted. Seedorf wants to run onto this.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And it's Maicon. And he shoots! Oh, good finish! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Canada now in a position far more desirable.
You can certainly sense a real change of mood here. Now the crowd are demanding that they just finish this off.
Ibrahimovic. Seedorf. No luck with that dink over the top. And that brings the first half to a close.
Well, Peter, I think the score is a fair reflection of what we've witnessed so far, and that being good movement in both midfield and indeed up front. If those players, I think, can carry on where they left off after the break, they should impose themselves even more, and probably only one result coming here.
Canada largely dominant, up by 2 at the break. The scoreline 3-1. So we're underway for the second half. Maicon. And here's Bellingham. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Gullit. Thuram. And it's Marcelo. Can he get it through? And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, that's fab. And the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up. Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish.
And the finish! That was probably asking just too much. Bale with the short one. Delivered low.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hazard. Oh, good take in a good area.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Seedorf. Bullet. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Searching pass he's played there. Dealt with nicely by the defence. Rummenigge. Marcelo. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Bale. Oh, good effort! It's bounced back off the post. And they've got rid. Bullet.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, what a save from Van der Sar!
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Short changes him with that pass. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. And he's quick to get rid. Now it's Bellingham. Koundé kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Now who's going to be first to this? Rummenigge finding himself in space. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. He's got away. Shoots! It's a goal! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. That was a given. It always was.
Well, so often it comes down to that quality on the final pass, and we've got it here, Peter. The defence might want to have a good look at themselves as to how they let it happen.
Substitution for Canada, number 20.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
19,
It's turning into quite a gem,
number
this.
6.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome should all come down to finishing.
Karl-Heinz Rummenigge.
Canada really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
And this is Messi. Shifted it to the flank. Marcelo has it out wide and in space.
Substitutions taking place.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And here's Ibrahimovic. Knocks it out wide. Back where it came from. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Mateus ploughing through the middle. And it's Messi. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Gattuso. Bale.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be. I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Chris. There's the shot! Oh, wow! That's crazy! You don't keep those outs. He knew, he just knew.
Oh, it was a real beauty, Peter, and while many might have just lashed out at it, he took his time and he put it where very few can.
Canada look like they've won it, but it's not over yet.
Well, these last few moments are going to be pretty frantic, I would think, as the opposition try tooth and nail to get back into this. We're never done till it's completely done.
2 minutes to be added on. So that's it. It is all over. Canada pull through, sometimes by hook, sometimes by crook, but that needn't... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Bellingham becomes the latest member of the 300 club. Another feather in his cap in what has become a fine career.
Well, big shoots! And it's a goal! Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Yeah, tempted and teased the keeper into thinking he could get to it, but it just eased away to catch the inside of the post.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Just eases him off the ball. It's a good run he's making out on the left. Maicon has given away a free kick. And here's Cruyff, and he's picked it up out wide, and it's played into the middle. Van der Sar claims it, safe hands.
Ibrahimovic really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. No, he wasn't going to be fooled. He's being urged to shoot. Oh, now he can run away with it. Big chance! And the keeper couldn't hold it. Oh, good finish. A quite incredible spell. They are flying. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
And the shots! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
That's what he lives for, Peter, not a lot more to add.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
This is wonderful.
Zola! World class from Zola! A finish of true class! It could be a lifeline! 2 more needed! Smiles broad and beautiful. That is a cracking hit.
That was magnificent. The way he caught it so perfectly, I think he's even managed to surprise himself, Peter.
Still behind by 2. Is there a way back into this? And the counter is on. Bellingham makes a dash for it. Bellingham, this is promising.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup. Pullet gets across and deals with it.
You can never be short of runners into space, as long as the space left behind is filled.
Real mistake. With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. It looked as though it'd gone too wide. He wasn't having that, though, and somehow he found the angle.
Listen, no one was expecting a shot from there. That's quite outrageous.
Canada, palpably stronger, better, superior. Lampard, and he's picked out the run. Always goal side. Ibrahimovic showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it out. Rummenigge receives it in a good position here. That's put paid to the danger. Showing good feet. Guardiola did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. Well, we expected better, and so did he. Bale is, of course, well known for his dancing feet. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. Guardiola. Played for Lampard. And back to the keeper they go. And it's Maldini. Now it's Roberto Carlos. And here's Zola. He's picked his way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. And it's Bale. That looks a good cross. Courtois deals with that nice and simple.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Maicon. Tries to play it through. Takes a shot! It's in! How good is he right now? His boots twinkling at them. And that is indeed the final act. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Well, I certainly wasn't expecting this, Peter, but it was totally deserved. They've been very, very good, and they'll be itching to get back out there and take it on further.
Canada are looking awesome. Going into half-time with a lead then that is surely insurmountable. Back underway then. And here's Hullet. Bellingham. Can he finish? Oh, it's fallen loose again! And there's a goal! And what was already a truly special day just got a whole lot more special.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Oh, shooting chance! It's bounced back off the post. And that's in. And it is becoming almost too painful to watch. Where to next?
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them. Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Shot could be... and Hullet! Off the post! And he hits the net! They are getting horribly bullied, and it seems there is plenty more to come.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
He's got 4. That is remarkable.
And things are much help.
It's a goal! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Absolutely no element of fluke either. Makes this even more worrying in some ways.
And with that, the hat-trick is complete.
Well, he's been on a crusade, and his first goal seemed to just whet the appetite.
Substitution for Canada. Number 20, Hullet. Number 14, Ibrahimovic.
Time then for the first substitution of the game.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Lampard, Cruyff, and that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cafu kept his eye on it, and he's there. Canada still have the cards to affect this game. Just about up to the hour now. He is through here. Oh, the movement is slick, the speed is slippery. The defence, though, able to hold on this time. Van der Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. Cafu. Well, that pass isn't the best. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Desai demonstrating his defensive quality there. Now it's Bellingham. He's got away. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. And he's gone back. It's Adriano! Lampard. Zola looking to add to his goal. Mbappe. Can he get it through? Oh, it's a great ball. And the shot! It's a goal! And the chasm continues to widen. A brutal statement that underpins where these teams are at.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Canada are looking to break at pace. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Solar. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Passing is crisp and sharp. That's a good ball out wide. And it's Maicon. He has found the way through. That's tidy. Maicon, he's rising! And that is high. Bale. Adriano. Bale. Lampard. Nicely weighted ball. And it's Bellingham. Picked up. Oh, he's having a go! Adriano! That is wonderful! About as smooth as it gets!
83 minutes is...
And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been...
Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, good effort.
Number 15.
That's just wide.
Number 19. Bellingham. Coming on the field. Number 22. Now. Number 18. Edmilson.
Into the last 5 minutes. Vieira. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. Adriano, and it's made it... Mbappe! Brought out the best in the keeper.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
This looks promising.
6 added
And
minutes
now
has
they
been
can
indicated.
spring out of defence. There won't be another chance after this one. Bale, he's found a way through. And he can clear it away. And he's quick to snatch it back. Oh, good-looking ball. Now it's Mbappe. And here's the chance to counter. And no, that was never going to make it. Cruyff plays it through. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Edmilson. Well timed, excellent interception. Roberto Carlos. He's a sharp little ball here. Lam. And the referee brings it to a close. Canada, just a thrill to witness here. Quick, slick. Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. So off we go then.
The midfield three, Peter, I think are going to be key in this lineup because it's a very expansive system.
Yeah, it certainly looks a very front-footed approach.
It is, and with the front three, especially the wide men, running at and beyond the defence, there's going to be an awful lot asked of the midfield. They have to supply those balls the attack can run onto, while at the same time maintaining the team's overall shape by by linking the front and back.
Bellingham going after that. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Decent chance! And a terrific save from the keeper.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Bale with the short one. Shapes to shoot! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Bellingham really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Barcelona have the chance to go the other way. Vieira. And he's cut it out. And he shoots! He's scored!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the...
It's Ibrahimovic! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. And it's Bale. Now it's Bellingham. Great chance! Canada have their third corner. And it's been taken short. And now they can spring out of defence. Leicester calmly anticipates. Keeper's got good distance on that. Quarter of an hour played. Oh, well played, well sorted out. He's found a way past.
Barcelona definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind...
Ibrahimovic! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish of true class! And they're threatening to fly out. And that's it. So just time for me to say thanks to Jim for his wisdom and to wish you all a very good evening.
En el marcador se corre a continuación un resumen con las mejores jugadas del primer tiempo.
Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next
Hello,
2 hours,
everybody,
it might not
welcome
feel
to
like that.
today's match.
The stadium is full of noise and energy.
Against Milan.
This certainly matters. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So we're very much on the way now. Well, for Pepe, this is the time to get that stern focus in his eyes.
Yes, it's that look that says, I'll win at all costs, and you better be prepared for what's coming.
Well, he knows, doesn't he? He just knows. At the core of his game is winning battles, physical, aerial, mental. To him, winning, however he does it, matters most. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Rummenigge. Well, he's felt that, hasn't he? Referee has just said play on. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it. And he could have done himself a massive favour by just lifting his head up there. You know, it would have been a better picture of what was going on around him.
And here's Hullet. Neither side especially adventurous early on. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Hullet. Oh, Rummenigge! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Rummenigge clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Varane getting this one clear. Spread it left. Oh, played through for the wide man. And it's Vieira. Driving through the middle. Just not quite happening for him just now.
They're just unrelenting, Peter, wave after wave of attacks. Now it's just a matter of making at least one of them count.
Corner number 2 then. Chance for a shot! He's done very well to get to that.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Canada have their third corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Lovely, now then. It's Asa! Goal! Milan! And Milan have the lead. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
So the first goal of the game.
Yeah, but I think they all know too well that things are far from done here, and while there's never a good time to be caught out, you definitely don't want it to be now.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Mateus plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That's been drilled forward, and he's only too happy to take that back. Canada are seeing plenty of the ball, but for now they trail. And here's Bellingham, plenty to aim at here. Shoots! And that's a good finish. They're level in a trice.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I think the players will be buoyed by the fact that they've managed to level things in a hurry. Tails most definitely up now.
Mateus did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process. Rafael Varane. Gullit. Bellingham. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Very nicely done. And this is Ibrahimovic. Oh, nearly, but not quite.
Oh, he's usually such a good finisher.
Canada get their fourth corner. Keeper has taken decisive action. And now a sudden chance to counter. And this is Ibrahimovic. And he's gone backward here. Chance here to counter. And here's Ibrahimovic. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Rummenigge, showing good feet. Tries a shot! They've scored! Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? Nicely weighted ball. Rummenigge. And Mateus. Marquez. And that brings the first half to a close. So we have here a genuinely competitive game with neither team truly in control. A single goal the difference at half-time. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So straight into the second half.
Canada can really do with some bigger names standing up here. At times they didn't even look as if they knew what they were doing.
A hefty challenge, but fair enough. Marquez did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. And it's Bellingham. Gullit, renowned for his long-range shooting. Can he finish? Well taken goal. They've done it again. It is incredible.
Exactly what you want to see from your players. Courage, fight in the face of adversity. You couldn't ask for much more.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always
getting up there! Denied by an instinctive save.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Maicon. Oh, that is a nice touch. Goes for a shot! And that's a sharp finish. And the comeback is complete. Perfect placement, the one place the keeper couldn't reach.
That's just a fabulous, fabulous finish. Anything that close to the frame of the goal, 99 times out of 100, the keeper's not getting there.
Substitution for Canada. Number 20.
So we have movement on both benches.
Number 14.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Pele. Number 23. Van Nistelrooy.
Canada perhaps contemplating their next change here.
Cristiano Ronaldo.
Pele.
Substitutions taking place.
Pele scooting forward.
Milan really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
They're coming again and again.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Gives it back.
Really got in his face there, and it was well played.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. The cross. Pepe clears it away. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Oh, he's been caught napping. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be. Big chance! And yes, it's there! And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. Well, it would have been harder to miss.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
And in a trice, the substitute has scored already.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Number 19.
So a bit of a revolving door here.
Number 15.
Lots and lots of changes.
Bale.
Canada
Coming on the field.
now in a position
Number
far more
21.
desirable.
Gattuso.
Yeah, it's all happening now.
Number
There's been
22.
an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And he's worked it through. That's the keeper's ball. Pele. 75 minutes played. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. That is lovely. And here's Van Nistelrooy. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, this is shot at goal! Maicon. Van Nistelrooy is onto it in a flash. And it's Del Piero. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Can he spark a counter here? Vieira. Gattuso is one of those players who's known for reading the game better than anyone. And it's made its way to him. Lahm plays it in. Oh, well played. Oh, good-looking ball. And here's the chance to counter. Well, this is surely their last chance. It's a pretty loose pass. Pele. Looking to play him in. That's a good run down the left. Lovely feet. Pele. And it's Rijkaard. Rijkaard really struggling to influence the game.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking up on that, and quickly.
Time.
Oh, easy pickings there. Oh, well measured. He's onside. Looking for options for movement. Oh, he's brought him down, and it is a penalty. Canada present their opponents with the best possible chance here. Drama over the penalty spot. And that's one back! Not much more than a formality.
Should we have ever doubted him? Cool as you like.
Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mind...
And that's that. What a terrific response it was to adversity. What a fantastic game from those players. What unity. Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you have just joined, you have just missed the kickoff.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get themselves into the final third whenever possible. This will, of course, ask an awful lot of the centre halves and the central midfielders, who need to drop into position and cover the spaces.
Howson cuts it out. Distributed tidily. Beckham has the space to scheme. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
Well, Peter, it would have to be the highly rated Dean Howson. The perfect blend of total football and tiki-taka. I like the front-footed approach he takes to defending. He's very effective, pushing people back by almost joining in central midfield himself. And, you know, he has a real air of authority about him now as he matures through the game.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Roberto Carlos. Both sides exercising caution for now. Shevchenko with a definite foul there. Desai. Lovely feet. And he whips. Impressive jump! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Getting up there! Oh, it's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Rummenigge! They've scored! That is lovely, finished with amazing expertise.
Oh, that's an incredible shot. The dip and the curl he managed to get on it. Impeccable technique, Peter. Absolutely impeccable.
Canada have broken through. It's 1-0.
Well, I think the next 5 to...
He's had a shot! Ibrahimovic! It could only be him! A finish right from the top draw! Again, in a trice, and they are soaring! And he stuck it away as if laser-guided.
Just way, way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
Canada are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
The ball is loose and the chase is on.
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Oh, good effort! It's fallen kindly here. Just cruising. They are cruising. They are purring, truly purring. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, he showed great reactions there. Right place, right time, easy pick.
Oh, that's horribly mistimed, and it's given penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. An exchange of stares, and here we go. And that's one back! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, as decisive as it comes. Spot chosen, spot hit.
So could they be onto something here? Desai. Bellingham is onto it in a flash. Beckham. And the Sar breathes a sigh of relief as he gets his hands on the ball. That has ended up in no man's land. Goes forward. Challenged just a bit on the firm side. Just eases him off the ball. Michael can see things others simply cannot. Vieira. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Rafael Varane plays it all the way forward. Rummenigge. It's a good spell of possession, this. Oh, super ball. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Shevchenko. Canada looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. Desai deals with that comfortably. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Roma clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Rummenigge receives it in a good position here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Canada have their third corner. Cleared away. There will be a throw-in. Hullet, and this is Hullet. Aimed at the far side.
Well played and well cleared.
Varane does really well to win the ball there. Bellingham, who is rarely short on confidence. And he's certainly caught him there. It's a free kick. Great chance here from position A1. Looking to widen the gap even further here. Hullet! Rude Hullet! That is just a piece of art! A finish of true class! With fun and fury, they continue to do their thing. A true beauty of a goal, so a temporary halt to the action.
Canada are looking as solid as I've seen for some time. All departments are working strongly, and this can do their confidence a whole power of good.
It's hard to believe we're only at half-time. The lead is 3, but for how long? It's anyone's guess. So we're straight back at it at the start of the second half. Quality ball. Shevchenko has it in a wide position. Oh, it's gone in!
Well, that's really unfortunate. He'll be kicking himself at the moment, and believe me, I know how that feels.
So one moment's crazy confusion, but they all count.
Look, often chances are hard to come by in these games, so just one mistake could be all it takes to make the difference.
Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Beckham. Hullet, and he is deftly away. And Hullet! Rude Hullet! Oh, it's fabulous! He's got himself an absolute peach. It was thrashed in, the crispest of hits.
Oh, that's a brilliant finish, Peter. Such a satisfying one from his perspective, knowing he hit it so beautifully.
Canada palpably stronger, better, superior. That's a bad place to challenge. What's he giving? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. Van Dijk has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident.
Disappointing, very disappointing. He knew what he was doing, as deliberate and cynical as it comes.
Oh, almost a sixth! Canada get their fourth corner. They've played it short. He's in a great position here. Rummenigge! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And there's a goal. 3! He is flying! A vast presence, and there is no stopping him. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, Peter, I know from experience there are players who always seem to know where the ball's going to end up.
And that's it. And with that, it's time for me to thank Jim Beglin and to wish you a very good... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way. Kong and Hanoi have chosen to go 4-3-3. Jim, how do you see it?
Well, one of the attacking advantages in this setup, Peter, is the impact that can be made between fullbacks and the attacking wide players. These combinations, when worked well, can be a real handful for any opposition, and we're likely to witness that again. You often see the wide man drift inside to allow the fullback to make the run out wide, and it can just throw the opposition off kilter.
There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side. Best! It's anyone's ball now. That's really well cleared. Oh, can he get onto this? Oh, perfectly measured that. And he's taking no chances there. And it's Vieira. And here's Hullet. It's loose now and they want to get it back. Vieira did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Rummenigge. And the shot!
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Bellingham. And this is Ibrahimovic. Shot a goal! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Ibrahimovic really must be thinking what he has to do to score there. Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
He's rising! And he can clear it away.
That pressing is so good, it's nice and early.
And that's a good ball. Oh, such a clever touch.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Oh, well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Nice sequence of passes, this. He's found the way, chance for a shot! It's in! The first significant strike. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, that's great disguise he got on that finish too. Just toying with the defence, making them guess the wrong thing to do. Made him look a bit silly, Peter.
So we have the first goal.
Well, this will present the manager with a few interesting options, Peter.
It's Ibrahimovic! And it's hit the woodwork and out! Canada currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Now that looks a decent ball. Shoots! And that's a tidy finish! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Kong and Hanoi restore parity.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop, just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Oh, super find.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Vieira. Half an hour played now. Nesta gives no quarter whatsoever. Oh, nicely intercepted. And here's Messi. Great defending, strong and determined.
Messi really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
Out towards the flank. Now the cross. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
Kong and Hanoi definitely like their pressing from the front.
It's relentless at times, Jim, isn't it? High energy, high intensity.
Standard practice nowadays, Peter. Make sure you don't give your opponents any time to think on the ball.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. It's a pretty loose pass. Rummenigge going after that. That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Bullet. 5 minutes till the break. Now it's Ibrahimovic. Steaming on goalwards. Great challenge, time to perfection. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Played back. Vieira. Oh, good-looking ball.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
That's been cut out, well played.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Plays the game a step ahead of almost anyone. That has been slung wide. And he's well positioned here. So a temporary halt to the action. Nothing to separate the two teams at half-time. They've both given it a really good go, and they head into the break all square. Well, Jim, they've both had their moments.
Well, I think we got a good indication of what both sides want to do, Peter. I suspect both will continue with their respective approaches, give or take the odd fine-tuning.
Well, it's been a tight game, but one that's packed with incident and talking points. A decent watch this, and it's 1-1 at half-time. And we are... Great chance! Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
It's their second corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry. Kong and Hanoi have the chance to go the other way. Best. And it's Van Nistelrooy.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside. Rummenigge. Vieira. Rummenigge. And this is... Can he finish? He's delivered all right!
Oh, he's quite the pro. The speed and sharpness in his game gives him an advantageous edge, and he applies it with lethal effect. He's class, real class.
What do you think now about that goal?
Yeah, it's wonderful work, Peter. He just got his head down and absolutely drilled it. Good luck getting to that for the keeper.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here? And the pass is intercepted. And it's Bellingham. Ibrahimovic gets flagged offside. Vieira. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Messi.
Canada are clearly enjoying a very good spell. The flow of momentum is bang in their favour.
Ibrahimovic! And he nearly went all the way.
Ibrahimovic really may get an earful from his teammates for not looking up to see what was around him, but I think he was perfectly entitled to try it for himself.
Substitution on the field. Number
Canada
24,
have their third corner.
Hullet. Number 42, Toure.
It's a decent clearance.
Coming on the field. Number
And
19,
now a sudden chance to counter.
Number 18.
And that could set him on his way.
Substitutions taking place.
Oh, that's nice.
Kong and Hanoi really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
They're coming again and again.
I think they just have to keep forcing the issue and they'll get clinical.
Looking for options for movement. He's shifting through the gears here. There's the shot! Goal! A two-goal lead and they're firmly in control. And that will surely go down as one of the easiest goals he could ever score.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Well, that has changed the dynamic somewhat.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
75 minutes played. Tele, nicely weighted ball. Chance! And that would have been game, set and match.
Well, judging by his reaction, he clearly feels he should have made more of it, but he's looking very much like the big threat at the moment.
Substitution on the field.
Corner number 4 coming up here.
Van Nistelrooy. Number 9, George Best.
Oh, great leap! Just cruising! They are cruising! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. A really thumping header. Absolutely crashes it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
It's starting to look like a done deal now.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up. Something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Musiala. Musiala! Shifted it to the flank. And a chance! Keeper's not concerned by that. Gattuso running with intent. Now, has he got the beating of his marker here? Varane gets across to intercept that. Šeško. Now, what about a counter-attack? Just 5 minutes remaining now. Pele. And it's Gattuso. Great ball, and he's in here. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Van Nistelrooy. And this is Ronaldo. Musiala. And they're back on the ball again. And that's a dangerous ball. Couldn't squeeze it through. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Šeško. And it's Musiala. And it's Vieira. Passing is crisp and sharp. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Canada looking by any yardstick.